Hey, what's up guys, I'm Lan here. Welcome back to a new video on my channel. So in this video I'm going to talk about iOS 15.4 developers beta 2. So it came in about 738.2 MB on my iPhone 10R. As you can see, this is an iPhone 10R and I have been testing iOS 15 beta softwares on my iPhone 10R. So in this video I'm going to give you the update details, what and all is new with this update, and if there are any bug fixes and additional features included with iOS 15.4 developers beta 2 or not. And make sure to watch this video till the end because there are many important things also apart from the update I am going to discuss with you. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. But before that, if you're new here and happen to enjoy this kind of videos on my channel, do give this video a thumbs up and also consider subscribing to the channel. Now with that being said, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so the first things first, let me go to the settings and let me go to the general and about section. So as you can see, if I tap on software version, it says iOS 15.4 and the new build number is 19E5219E. So the letter E at the end, it denotes that we have to see a couple of more betas before we get to see iOS 15.4 which is rolled out for public. So now since we have talked about this iOS 15.4 build number and everything, I had taken a screenshot, so let me show you that as well. So before updating, as you can see, the build number was 19E5209H, and with this update we have a new modem firmware. So if you look closely, as you can see, before updating the modem firmware was 4.03.00, and after updating, as you can see, we have a new modem firmware which says 4.03.01. So if you have been using iOS 15.4 and have been facing network related issues, probably switching between the different networks and probably call drops, so if you are on iOS 15.4 beta 2, you have a new modem firmware update. So before updating, as you can see, the available space was 24.78 GB, and after updating, so it's a little bit more, 25.91 GB. Now make sure that if you are on stable series of updates, this update is not for you. This is update for the people who have installed beta profiles on their iPhone. Now if you have already beta profile installed on your iPhone, now you need to go to the general and click on the software update, and still if you're not able to see the updates, for me it is showing it is up to date because already I have updated it for sure. So you have to click on this automatic updates and turn this off, and then make sure your phone is connected to Wi-Fi and then check for the update. You should be able to see iOS 15.4 beta 2. So that's regarding the update. Now let's talk about what new is there in this iOS 15.4 beta 2. So talking about new features, there are quite a new features that are not actually visible when you use your iPhones, like features like Apple's digital ID, which is the code is inbuilt into the iOS 15, but Apple is slowly starting to utilize that. So for Western countries, if you're living in US or other countries, then you probably have the access to use your digital ID for certain checkpoints, or probably you can use your physical ID, but Apple gives you an option to use your digital ID as well. Now apart from that, if I take a look at the settings and the battery, because a lot of people have the focus on battery and they are kind of skeptical whether to update to betas or not. If I show you the battery section and battery health, as you can see, after updating, the battery health is still 89%. So after updating, the battery health has not dropped for me. And always I tell you this because updating to the latest iOS does not have anything to do with your battery health drop, because if your battery health had to drop, it will drop eventually if you don't update as well. The numbers decrease doesn't mean that now battery health is dropped, and the number remains the same doesn't mean that your battery has 100% capacity. So once you update, it's just automatically reflect the updated number. So that's something I wanted to mention. Now let's take a look at the battery graph. So as you can see clearly from the screenshot and from the graph, this is kind of my secondary device, and as you can see, the screen on time is 31 minutes and the screen off time is 11 minutes. This is kind of my secondary device, and these are the applications that I use. So let me know in the comment section if you are using iOS 15.4 beta, and if you have been facing any issues regarding the battery life. Now also people ask me regarding the performance. So after updating, I have not been facing any performance issues. The phone looks very smooth to me and there is no lag in the UI whatsoever, which is also not expected. Now let me talk about the benchmark. So I have this Geekbench 5. I have rammed this Geekbench 5 after updating. As you can see, the single core came out to to be 1102 and the multi-core score came out to be 2772. So after updating, if your scores are near about the same, or if your scores are more, or if your scores are less, let me know that in the comment section below. I would love to know that. Apart from that, Apple has fixed quite a few issues with their iOS 15.4 beta 2, but one thing which I wanted to discuss, and I have said this initially when starting the video, is something regarding the iPhone storage bug issue. So lately I have posted a video on iPhone XR showing my iPhone storage bug issue. So this iPhone storage bug issue is still not resolved, so I just want to focus on that. So people who are on iOS 15.4 beta 2, I'm not sure whether this is specific to my device or people who have updated to iOS 15.4 beta 2 have this kind of issues. So let me show you again. If I go to general and if I click on iPhone storage, as you can see, it's a 64 GB iPhone, and out of that 64 GB, 38 GB is used. And as you can see, I have tried to load this iPhone storage page couple of times, but it takes and it loads and loads, but it actually doesn't show you what an application you have already in your iPhone, and also doesn't give you a clear representation of the storage of your iPhone. Now people have recommended me to reset all the settings and reset all the device and dump those stuff. I have already done all those things, but it did not help. So Apple needs to fix this, because this is something that is quite important to iPhone users if they need to see which application is taking what amount of storage on the iPhone. So this is something I wanted to highlight as well. So probably this would be fixed in the next iOS update, fingers crossed, but as of now it is not fixed. So then again, with this update, as you can see from the screenshot as well, so it mentions that it is more about fixing the bugs, and it is bug fixes and improvement. So I did not find any new features. And also one more thing, people were expecting that the Face ID and passcode section would be kind of updated for the older device. Let me show you. I'm in my Face ID and passcode. As you can see, people were expecting probably with iOS 15.4 beta 2 that Face ID with mask option would come to all the older iPhones, but still iOS 15.4 beta 2 does not give you that option. As you can see, I'm in my Face ID and passcode, and still there is no option for Face ID with mask. So as of now, those features are only available for iPhone 12 and newer device. So Apple could probably add this feature in the latest iOS 15.4 later betas, or probably in the iOS 15.5, not sure as of now. But as of now, as you can see, those features are not available. So then again, that was the video regarding iOS 15.4 beta 2 on my iPhone XR. Let me know if you have already updated to iOS 15.4 beta 2 latest developers beta. Let me know that in the comment section below, and I hope you liked this video. Give this video a thumbs up, and also consider subscribing to the channel, because this gives me a lot of motivation to make more of such kind of videos for you guys. Now with that being said, I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.